When was the last time you played, Jordan?
Like,
when was the last time you were in a competitive match?
Maybe like a couple months ago, I played a League One match the other day.
Did you really?
I did.
He's still going.
And a young guy who's very young and had goggles told me, "Man, put him on his left foot. He's a commentator." And I cracked up. I said, "No one has ever talked smack like that to me in my life,
buddy.
He's a commentator. He can't play." I said,
"Welcome to commentator life." That's what finished my career, because once all of a sudden that you are recognized, you become a marked man. People want to get stuck in. People want to prove it. You got to look out for your knees and your legs. I need you sitting on the couch next to me every weekend.
Did you get tackled way more than you would have?
Yes.
No, it wasn't that.
Dirty tackle. Jordan. Oh yeah.
No,
Jordan's a nice guy. They want to.
The guy was like $140. Like, that's what made it funny as well.
Well, then you growled at him. Like, you probably just growled at him and he ran away.
No, I laughed. Like, I genuinely chuckled. I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
That is a good kind of little, like, what, burn? I don't know. What's the cool thing? Burn.
Burn is
burn.
Burn.
What do the kids say these days?
Burn! I don't know.
I still call it a burn. Is it not a burn?
Don't do that.
I like it. I like the burn. I call it the burn.
Show has aged significantly in the last 5 minutes.
Man.
What do you call it? A burn?
I don't know. Whatever he said to you, I still think it's a burn. Anyways, okay.
Jordan Ollie, what do you guys call it? It's a burn.
I don't even know, but definitely not a burn. Burn sounds
sick. Burn
sounds like 20 years ago.
Oh, you got to add the sick in it, and then you sound cooler. Oh, that was a sick burn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You definitely don't sound cooler.
I think it's awesome, Andy. I think you're the
Producer Holly says chirp. That's a good one.
Producer Holly coming in with, you got to call it a chirp. That was a chirp. That was a diss. Whatever.
This got dunked on. I like you got dunked on. That's it.
Burn. Okay.
Burn.
You're gonna hear me on the side.
Bring it back.
Burn. Burn. All right, guys, we had ourselves a great weekend in the Canadian Premier League. It started on Friday. Cavalry, I don't know. I mean, they needed to take advantage of that game against Valor. They did not. That was a 3-2 loss for them. Halifax beating Vancouver 3-0 on Saturday. Forge York, that was a draw on Saturday, 3-3. And then on Sunday, we had Atletico Ottawa pulling off the victory over Pacific. So we see this, despite the loss, Pacific still holds on to that top spot. As mentioned, Cavalry would have been nice to have taken a little bit of advantage of that game on Friday. They weren't able to do so. Even with that draw, wow. I know York needed the full 3. They're kind of slipping because Halifax, as you see, that was a big win for them to jump into that 5th spot. So I'm going to come to you, Wheels, and I'm going to talk about your contenders in order, because we've got, so some teams have 9 games left, some teams have 10 games left. We're in the final stretch. Who are your contenders to win the CPL regular season title?
This for the record, was Oliver Platt's idea, just to turn every fan base but one against each and every one, I guess, one of us. So listen, I'm going to start off by saying I have no idea how this season is going to play out. I mean, there's so many teams that can go out and win the regular season. It's been wild. I cannot wait for the sprint to the finish. My contenders, do you want me to start at 1? Let's start at 1. I have a new number 1 seed, and this is the first time I've ever backed them as a number 1 seed in the Canadian Premier League. Ships ahoy!
No
way. They're my favorites to go on and win this. They're
wow.
to win. Honestly, the way that Morelli is integrated or reintegrated in this Wanderers side, it's been a thing of beauty. 3 goals in the last 3 games. He changes this team. With him, Caligari, Rampersad in the midfield. I mean, does it get much better than that? Ferran continues to produce. They bring in Peruzza. Daniil Henry's being eased into things as well. This team has all the makings of being a real giant when all said and done in this Canadian Premier League season. I still like Cavs despite their loss on Friday night. This seems to be a very forged thing that happens. People start ruling them out, then they go on and win trophies. So I have a hard time putting them any further down than 3rd. Atletico Ottawa is going to be an absolute pain in the you-know-what to play against, by the way. And if they play Cavalry, later Cavalry, you're out. Pacific 5, York 6. We go 6 deep. I still think that York is in the title mix here. I wouldn't put it past them. So
you have Pacific dropping. They're your least favorite right now.
Well, what makes me nervous? What makes me nervous is Amir Didic did not play on the weekend, and there wasn't a whole lot of answers in terms of what actually is wrong with him. If you can get a more conclusive injury report, Didic might be the most important player to any Canadian Premier League side. No Didic, no party in Pacific. That's why I dropped him down to number 5.
Okay, so there's a method to your madness there.
I like
Ollie,
it,
what
Wheels.
about you?
Well, mine is very close to the opposite of Wheels. Literally, I think we just got
Very close to the opposite. Okay.
if it wasn't for Cavalry and Forge being one place different, I think it would be the exact opposite. I've got Pacific top still. I'm still backing this team. Didic's injury would obviously change things. That would be a massive blow, but we don't know on that yet. I just believe in this team. I have done since the start of the season. I thought they had a great offseason. I think they've been well coached. They're much deeper than they were in previous years. And I just think there's a mental toughness to this team. Like, I think they have what it takes to win a regular season title, which does take, for me, the kind of strongest test of your mentality, your character, your ability to kind of ride the highs and lows of a long season. So I'm keeping Pacific up there. Ottawa are flying right now, so they've risen in my power rankings quite a bit. I think if they win the regular season title, Carlos Gonzalez can keep the Coach of the Year awards, because I certainly don't think they have the strongest squads. So for them to win the regular season title would be...
It's not going to Bobby this year? Smirniotis? No, another year
still.
without... Okay.
That would be a brilliant coaching achievement for me. But what I will say is that Will's saying fan bases are going to be unhappy. If you're on my list and there's 5 teams on there, I believe you are a title contender, right? Just because you're 5th, I still think Halifax are in the running for the title. So if you're a Vancouver, Valor, or York fan, you can be upset with me. But the rest of the fan bases, I'm putting you in contention.
Hate me. Please
I'm saying you could win a title.
It's the best Halifax team that we've seen, and you've been on Halifax from the first season of the Canadian Premier League. Now you jump off.
Wheels.
I'm not jumping off. They're a contender.
No. Hold on. Sorry, I need to jump in. Wheels, take it easy on Ollie, because you did say Halifax Wanderers' ceiling was 6th. Now you put them straight up at the top. So
it's a great point, Jordan.
Roll the tape.
Wheels
in. They've changed.
I hear you. So they've changed your heart. The fact that you put them first means you're converted. Buy a house in Nova Scotia. Pay your taxes there as well.
Well, that's called flip-flopping.
I just want to know how old those headshots are. Like, seriously, did you take them 10 years ago? Why do you both look like babies?
Probably do with an
those
updated
headshots?
set. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, got some gray hairs going there now. We've just being on TV alone has aged Ollie. All right, Jordan. Yeah, in a couple years too, you're going to be aged as well, my friend. I'm actually 19. I've just completely aged being in TV. Jordan, who are your regular season contenders? Who do you have as number 1 to be crowned regular season title?
So there's a little old team that people are forgetting.
York.
They're just forgetting about them. And for me, I can't forget about them, because I think when push comes to shove, this team is always there at the end of the season. They just are.
Say it.
And that is Forge FC.
Oh,
to come top. Look,
where's York?
we can all agree.
You're wearing a York
We can all agree.
I know we gotta get a
played.
headshot for Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Or you could we could like take my body and put like 50 Cent's body on Get Rich or Die Trying that album.
Yeah, okay.
Either way. Forge FC, we gotta put him at number 1. Have to.
With the old
they
powers.
haven't been playing well all season, and they're still 2 points away from being first. I will also say what has me a bit optimistic about Forge is that they have 3 away games. They play Halifax, they play Vancouver, and they play Valor. Like that home stretch, being at home, being comfortable, they're gonna get points. If there's 3 games left in the season, 2 games left in the season, who am I putting money on? I think you guys should put money on them as well. Is Forge to just come out and get the 3 points when they need it, because they usually do that. Number 2, Cavs. They have convinced me. Tommy Whelan Jr. deserves a lot of credit for balancing the squad and also just having a bit of the bronze in the brains. Like Cavalry in the past, 2019, physical team. When we play them, I hate playing them. Everyone tackles. But now they're playing football as well. If they can get that balance right going into the playoffs, they could be hosting a finals because it's 1 and 2 that play each other. They could beat maybe Forge on the day, but they'll be up there. Ottawa, defense wins you championships. Wheels, we watched the game. We watched them suck the life out of Pacific. Everyone defends. You have Malcolm Shaw playing left back. Carlos Gonzalez makes me a believer that they could be at the top of the table. I put them 3rd just because I don't know if I could see them beating Forge. Pacific, because of their away run at the end of the season, they only have 3 home games. It's going to be tough. when you have to crank out those wins on the road, sometimes a tie, you take it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put them 4th. And I want to just take 20 seconds, guys, to apologize to my York fans, but also challenge them that you are in 6th, York fans, because I just cannot put this Halifax Wanderers team outside of the playoffs right now. I can't.
Why?
And there are going to be York fans saying I'm a sellout and whatever. No, I am not. Convince me, though, if you're a York fan. Convince me. Come and play. But if you're looking at under 21 minutes, D-Row being suspended for a month, Johnny Grant not able to play for a while, Roger Thompson's out with injury. Also, the past 2 games, a big problem with York is scoring goals. They scored 6 goals in the past 2 games, but got 2 points.
Yeah.
They're just tied. Like, so if that's the issue, you're scoring a lot of goals, but then you're not winning. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if at the last game of the season, the last couple of games, if they have enough to push it over the edge.
Well, I just want to say, just really quickly, York, I got your back. You are on my list. I didn't even want to put you 6th. I think you're Johnny Grant, Roger Thompson hurt. Like, is this anything new? This is exactly what York deals with all the time. These players are constantly hurt. This York team is now playing expansive football. Brian Wright's finally scoring goals. They're playing brave. I think they have the ability to go on.
But you didn't put them as 5th.
I put them at 6th. But at least you guys don't even consider them a contender. And you're putting
no.
They're in 6th.
I'm your guy.
Clarify. Let's clarify.
No. Hold on. Take it down. No.
Not on your list.
Time out. Where's his list? What? Pull up his list again. Pull up Wheels' list.
Your list doesn't have York. Our lists are the same in the 6th category.
I requested that I had York on my list because they're an absolute contender. Just say.
So who's out of the playoffs then?
I'm so confused.
I don't know.
He's putting 6 in.
But they're a contender.
You can't just add 6 in a top 5.
There's only 5 teams that make playoffs.
I was asked to compile a list of Canadian Premier League contenders.
Get out of here,
exactly
Wheeler.
What I did.
Where's
York? York's supposed to be on this list.
Oh, get out of here.
So who's out? Who's out? No, we're not doing this. No. Who's out of your 5?
No, we're moving on. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Can I clarify? We were asked to put together
a salesman.
We were asked to put together regular season title contenders in order, right? Like York are a playoff contender, absolutely. I don't think they're a title contender.
I think they're a title contender.
Well, they're not on your list, Will.
You're not on
your list.
They
were on my list. Check the email.
Are we being punked?
I have it right here.
Are we being punked?
Wheels. What's happening?
What's happening?
My list right here on the email. Check it.
This is ridiculous. This is okay. Forget it. You know what? Wheels, I'm gonna let you keep the stage right now because we're gonna get into a wheels up, wheels down. Stop with your contenders and York on the list, not on the list. This is bananas. Give me your wheels up and wheels down. This is highly entertaining.
Okay, wheels up this week. Shout out to Ollie Bassett. We're doing a post-match interview. It was a Gatorade performer of the match in the Tony Bet match of the week in the 1-0 victory over Pacific. And this is what Ollie Bassett, leader. Ginger Spice, love this guy. This is what he had to say post-match.
And I think I just want to say, I think Tier Walker played the first, 60, 65 minutes. It's his first professional start. And I think it's probably as good of a performance, as a professional start that I've ever been a part of. So I thought he was unbelievable for the time that he was on the pitch. I want to give full credit to him because he's worked extremely hard, ever since he's been with us for the last 12 months. And he's come on leaps and bounds, and I'm very, very happy for him.
I love that. This is a true leader. It's someone that gets it. A selfless player puts the attention on a 19-year-old local product at a Carleton University in Tier Walker to give him a shout out in how he played exceptionally well in his first career Canadian Premier League start. That says a lot to me about the person and what's going on with Atletico Ottawa. Wheels up, Ollie Bassett. Wheels down also came from the Tony Bet match of the week. I couldn't believe what happened here. Take it away, Adam Jenkins.
Be all delighted with this result if Ottawa can finish it off and take the 3 points. They'll keep Pacific in close range for them.
That's a straight red card being shown to a member of the Pacific staff. There has been jarring and one-sided conversations. It is not James Merriman who is on a yellow, but we're being told it's the Kitman who has been sent off. Armando Sa is trying to figure out what's gone on. We're being told Cliff Glendale, the Kitman, has been shown a straight red.
It's not often you see the Kitman get sent off, is it? Normally they're the nicest guys in the dressing room.
What? Hold on. The Kitman. The Kitman.
Straight red.
Straight red. What's going on here? If I am if I am any manager in world football, if my Kitman is being sent off, I am telling him, shut up. You are the Kitman. Let me deal with the referees. Look, we understand this is a good time for me to send a message to everyone across the Canadian Premier League. The refereeing hasn't been good enough. We're all aware of that. But let's all chill out. Can everyone just take it easy just a little bit? Some of the behavior, some of the language towards officials by coaching staffs, by Kitmen, by players, it's gone way too far. Start acting in a sportsmanlike manner, please. This isn't a good look. The Kitman, I mean, it could. What's next? Like the backup goalkeeper is going to start. Like it's insane here. When a Kitman or the mascot or some executive, like this should be a wake-up call for everyone involved. Turn it down a notch. We get it. Every game's big. It all matters. But this behavior is a terrible look. And if you're a coach, control your bench. Honestly, it's only the manager that should be having these conversations. That's it. The Kitman being sent off. The game is gone.
That's it. Done.